Pittsburgh that he is taking a strong stand against the illegal selling and purchasing of firearms. He's calling it the Pennsylvania Track and Trace Initiative, and his goal is to figure out where the illegal guns are coming from and shut down those pipelines. Part of that includes tracking guns that are used in crimes and putting them in a database that encompasses the entire state. He also plans to work with gun sellers and encourage them to keep electronic record of sales rather than just paper records that could get backlogged and hold up investigations. Plus, educate gun buyers and owners on consequences of illegal sales and gun safety.
This plan isn't about picking sides or ideologies. It's about following the law to make the people of Pittsburgh, to make the people of Pennsylvania safer.
In 2018, the Attorney General says that they recovered nearly 400 illegal guns throughout the state. Reporting in Pittsburgh, Gabriela DeLuca, Channel 11 News.
Also this noon, a sinkhole in Ross Township is growing. We first followed this story as it was breaking yesterday at noon. You can see the sinkhole now stretches across the entire entrance to the Waldorf Apartments out there across from Ross Park Mall. People are now forced to use the Chick-fil-A parking lot to get to McKnight Road. Officials tell us they're still trying to figure out whether the township or PennDOT is responsible for this road. The fix could take months. And in Westmoreland County, there's the threat of a cave-in out there. The creek along Guffey Road in North Huntington is causing the asphalt out there to corrode. Route 28 is back open as well after a flash flooding out there. This is how things looked between the 31st and 40th Street bridges yesterday. It was a parking lot out there. Drivers were stuck in traffic for as long as 3 hours. A much different picture today. Dry and even less humid. Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking changes for the weekend.
Yeah, so it's really beautiful weather out there. Really couldn't ask for a better weather day because the last couple of days, well, they've been soggy, but we've also been really hot and humid. So we get a refreshing change. Tower cam showing a mix of sun and clouds this afternoon. Temperatures are going to be climbing close to 80, and it's going to be a less humid day. Right now it's 73 in Pittsburgh, double sevens in Greensburg, 75 in Washington, and a cooler spot is Butler at 71 degrees. Check out the dew points. Low 60s here, Beaver, Butler. That's a nice little change from yesterday where they were in the upper 60s. Still a little humid though in Greensburg, Washington, and in Morgantown, but drier air will continue to build in throughout the rest of the day today. If you want to hit the pool, you'll need the sunscreen. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds and that temperature going up to 80, 77 through 8 p.m. And I am tracking your weekend forecast, which does include a little bit of rain, but all in all, pretty nice weather. We'll go over that together coming up in just a few minutes. Joe.
All right, Danielle, a major road in Baldwin is set to close, and this isn't a quick fix. It's all for workers to fix slides on Streets Run Road. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer is there live now with the latest. Liz.
Hey, Joe, yeah, come Monday, Streets Run Road here will be shut down all the way from 51 to Doyle, which is in this direction. And we want to show you already, you can see there are signs here alerting drivers. Now, the Baldwin Borough Police Department reports the stretch will be closed for approximately 1 month. This as PennDOT plans to fix 2 slides along the busy road in Baldwin. The repair is meant to prep the road for resurfacing. Some drivers say they're glad the work's being done, but others note it will certainly be an inconvenience.
I think it's about time that road gets closed up because some of the roads starting to erode away. It's been like that for a while.
I think that's an especially long time. It's going to inconvenience a lot of people. We really rely on this. But I'm hoping it's going to be in better shape because it's literally falling apart bad.
And drivers are not the only ones expecting an impact, but businesses are as well. Coming up at 5, you're going to hear from the owner of that auto shop who has major concerns. Our interview coming up at 5. Reporting live in Baldwin, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
All right, Liz, and we're learning new information at noon about a Leechburg man killed in a motorcycle crash. The coroner says 55-year-old Ron Migo was killed when his Harley veered off the road and struck a utility pole on River Road in Gilpin Township. Investigators say speed likely played a part in this crash. And we're trying to find out whether anyone was hurt in a crash in Beaver County. The crash happened on 9th Street in Freedom late last night. The road was closed for about 7 hours while the crash was cleared and police investigated out there. Pittsburgh police are searching for a gunman after a teenager was killed. We followed this as breaking news. Last night at 11, police say they found Christopher Lohman's body on the sidewalk along East Millbridge Street in Allentown. The man accused of stabbing an 8-year-old boy to death is back in Pennsylvania. And other news, this noon. Keith Burley is behind bars now in Lawrence County. He was formally charged in a Newcastle courtroom yesterday afternoon. And our Channel 11 cameras were there for Burley's extradition hearing in Ohio. He barely spoke during the 3 minutes, other than a simple yes, sir, when the judge asked him if he waived his rights and would return to Pennsylvania. Police say Mark Mason and his brother were in a car Monday night when Burley got into an argument with their mother. Now, he drove off with the kids when she ran for help. Police say Burley then killed Mark inside a home in Newcastle and took off. He was arrested in Youngstown the next day. Another tragic story out of Lawrence County. A woman and a 12-year-old girl were killed in a house fire. This is 12-year-old Jasmine Keller. Jasmine and her 48-year-old mother, Melanie Keller, died at the scene. Smoke was still coming from the house on Old Plank Road in Neshannock Township when we got there. Now, you can see there isn't much left of the home. Neighbors told us, our crew out there actually, that they heard explosions. Police are treating this as a crime scene right now. The state police fire marshal is also investigating the cause. Singer R. Kelly arrested again, this time on federal sex crime charges. He was taken into custody in Chicago while walking his dog. Kelly faces a 13-count indictment in Illinois now. He's also charged with sex trafficking in New York, trying to influence a case in Georgia, and a child pornography charge. Kelly's attorney has said the charges aren't a surprise. The singer denies the allegations. Labor Secretary Alexander Acosta, steps down. He's resigning after outrage over his involvement in a plea deal for accused child sexual predator Jeffrey Epstein. Channel 11's Bafta Yaman is in Washington, D.C. with reaction from President Donald Trump.
The president clearly saying this was Acosta's decision and that he received the call from Acosta this morning. The resignation comes after heavy criticism over Acosta's handling of a secret plea deal years ago with Jeffrey Epstein, who's accused of sexually abusing dozens of underage girls. Calls for Acosta to resign grew loud this week and did not stop when Acosta held a press conference to defend himself earlier this week. Today, President Trump praised Acosta as a great labor secretary. Acosta, appearing with Trump on the South Lawn of the White House, said it was the right thing to step aside.
And as I look forward, I do not think it is right and fair for this administration's Labor Department to have Epstein as the focus rather than the incredible economy that we have today.
But I just want to let you know, this was him, not me, because I'm with him. He's a tremendous talent. He's a Hispanic man. He went to Harvard, a great student. And in so many ways, I just hate what he's saying now because we're going to miss him.
Acosta's resignation takes effect next week. The president said Deputy Labor Secretary Patrick Pizzella will now be acting secretary. In Washington, Bafta Imam, Channel 11 News.
And to the race for the White House this noon, the first NBC News Wall Street Journal poll of the 2020 campaign is out. 26% of potential voters say they're for former Vice President Joe Biden, 19% for Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. Kamala Harris and Bernie Sanders are both tied at 13%. But keep this in mind, only 12% of Democratic voters say their mind is definitely made up at this point. A new apartment complex is closer to being built. The Hill District's Center Avenue corridor received $500,000. The low-income housing tax credits will go towards the new Granada Square apartments on Center Avenue. And a manufacturing plant is closing down its operations, including one plant in Westmoreland County. Kennywood is closing its plant in Irwin and consolidating several of its plants into one new plant in Arkansas. The company did not say when this is happening. They do say the move will save them nearly $70 million a year. Ford is at the center of a new report suggesting the automaker knowingly sold cars with defective transmissions. The company is disputing the accusations about its Fiesta and Focus cars, but the Detroit Free Press says they found internal documents proving they knew about the bad transmissions all along. More than 4,000 customers have filed complaints about the cars. 50 of them have been injured. Today, 1.5 million affected models are still on the road. Tropical Storm Barry is churning toward the Louisiana coast right now. President Trump has already announced a federal declaration of emergency for the state. The storm is the first potential hurricane of the season. NBC's Wendy Woolfolk is in New Orleans with the developing details.
As Tropical Storm Barry creeps inland, anxiety rising in Louisiana.
I'm nervous about the water that's going to come in. I'm nervous because of the river's so high, and then we get in this water that's pushing in.
More than 1.5 feet of rain set to drench parts of the state. adding to an already swollen Mississippi River, and poised to test post-Katrina flood defenses in New Orleans.
I've never seen it this high. I really haven't ever seen it this high, and so it's a little scary.
Now crews are moving sandbags in, and overnight, thousands of Louisiana residents moving out, many under mandatory evacuation orders.
We're getting ready to pull out, so I got my family all packed up, got a camper loaded.
The Red Cross is on guard, gathering supplies and mobilizing volunteers.
They're packaging things up in our trailers just to make sure that everything is in close proximity to where it may be needed.
For now, coastal communities are keeping a close eye on Barry's predicted path and working together to prepare for the worst.
You're only as good as your neighbor. So when your neighbor needs help, you're going to try and help them as much as you can before you take care of yourself.
Time running short to flee to higher ground or hunker down. Wendy Woolfolk, NBC News.
And breaking in just the last 5 minutes, Ross Township commissioners have signed an emergency declaration. This is because of damage done from all that flooding yesterday, including this sinkhole by the Waldorf Apartments along McKnight Road. Target 11's Rick Earl is looking into what this means. You can watch for his live report on Channel 11 News starting at 5. Look at Mike Holden going upside down there. Kennywood's newest roller coaster opens tomorrow. Today, Channel 11's Mike Holden got one of the first rides. The other special guests celebrating the new addition. Straight ahead.
And a much better day today, and we get another break for Saturday, but I am timing out some rain in the weekend forecast next.
And Amazon's Summer Black Friday kicks off next week. The changes you'll notice on Prime Day.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand.
Cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live. Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Butler County.
All right, the wait is almost over. Kennywood's newest roller coaster opens tomorrow. Today, dozens of people got a sneak peek and ride on the steel curtain. It's the tallest roller coaster in the state and twists you around the track at speeds of 75 miles per hour. Channel 11's Mike Holden was one of the first riders this morning.
The highly anticipated steel curtain right here at Kennywood, as you can see, has arrived. And the special debut brought out some lucky diehard fans, as well as a couple Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go, Steelers! Here we go! We are in the black and gold nation after all, so dubbing this area Steelers country in Kennywood just kind of makes sense. Dozens of folks got a hot seat and an early sneak peek of the steel curtain. The Kennywood attraction does not disappoint. It is Pennsylvania's tallest roller coaster, topping out at 220 feet high, hitting max speeds of 75 miles per hour, and don't forget about that 206-foot drop following 9 inversions. Are you dizzy yet? Maybe pop a Dramamine. Look at my face right here. You can see the sheer panic and a call for prayers just showing it all. Before you know it, it's over and worth the hype. The latest ride at the beloved park also means a new partnership with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Several players showed up and hopped on board. For many here today, it was an experience they will treasure forever in a city they love.
It was just amazing to get to experience it with my dad. He's the one who got me into roller coasters, so it's just been just special.
Man, it's a lot of fun. Lines are going to be long, which they should be, but man, this is it's a powerful roller coaster. I didn't know how they were going to fit in here, but they did, and it is one of a kind.
Now the steel curtain opens to the general public on Saturday, but that's not the end of the story. Coming up on Channel 11 News at 5, we're taking a closer look at the inner workings of the ride and my personal experience as well. Reporting from Kennywood this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
And you don't want to miss Mike's personal experience either. The state health department has added 2 new conditions to the list that qualifies people for medical marijuana. Patients who have anxiety disorders and Tourette's will be able to receive medical marijuana starting on July 20th. Experts say it should not be in the main form of treatment, or the main form of treatment, but it can help. Blood level donations in our area are extremely low today, so officials encourage you to help out. There is a dire need for O positive and O negative. There's also just a critical shortage of all blood. Now, if blood isn't donated to help fill the supply, hospitals will have to postpone or cancel selective surgery.
If you've never donated blood before, please consider it. It's only about an hour out of your day, and 1 blood donation can save the lives of 3 separate patients.
And Channel 11 is teaming up with Vitalent to host a blood drive tomorrow. The drive is being held at the Allegheny Center Alliance Church on the north side from 8 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. To register, just sign up on the 11 Cares section of our website. Well, the Black Friday of the summer is next week. Prime Day kicks off on Monday when Amazon will offer discounts online for its Prime members. Other stores are launching online sales this year as well, including Target and Walmart. Liz McLaughlin has more.
And I'm so excited. Amazon is using star power to hype the company's big annual shopping event with celebrity performances, launches, and product discounts.
You don't need to go shopping anymore. You just go to Amazon Prime.
All part of the 48-hour sale, kicking off at midnight on July 15th.
Now we have over 1 million deals available on Prime Day,
with new ones popping up across categories every 5 minutes.
You have to dig through a lot of stuff to find a handful of gems.
Prime Day discounts are exclusive to those with a Prime membership, costing $120 a year.
If you don't want to spend the money up front, you can get a trial membership. Then you can always cancel it if you don't want to be a full all-year paying member.
Amazon hopes to surpass the $4.2 billion in Prime Day sales it raked in last year. But retail competitors are primed to compete. Target launching its Deal Days sale, touting no membership required.
Hey, Google.
And Walmart's Google Week offers smart home device deals through July 16th, taking aim at Amazon's voice assistant products, often at their lowest prices on Prime Day.
This year if Amazon crashes.
eBay is having a crash sale on July 15th, mocking Amazon's technical glitches during Prime Day last year.
We certainly know that some customers were disappointed.
But Amazon says this year,
we're ready.
Next Monday and Tuesday will prove if shoppers are too. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
And another wrench for Amazon, possibly. Warehouse workers in Minnesota are planning a 6-hour walkout during Prime Day, but Amazon says it does not expect the strike to impact deliveries.
Your
your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Well, we picked up 2.32 inches yesterday, so it had me thinking, what was the last biggest rain event in the city? 3.73 inches back on September 9th of 2018, and that was due to Tropical Storm Gordon, or at least the remnants of. And now we take a look at our rainfall comparison. So far in 2019, we've had 30.02 inches, and you compare that to last year to date, 29.35 inches. So we're actually above, wetter this year than last year at this point. And you may remember 2018 went on to be the wettest on record. We'll keep you updated on how things unfold in the months ahead. In the meantime, take a look at last night's sunset. This picture sent in from Brenda Parker. It was beautiful. And then I wanted to bring another picture to you. Pinks and yellows, all kinds of colors in the sky. This one coming in from Cindy out in New Kensington. And in the next half hour, we'll take a look at a couple of other pictures as well. Thanks to all of you for sending them in, by the way. Today, 80 degrees this afternoon, sun and clouds and a northwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It is that northwest wind that's bringing in the drier air, making it feel less humid. And we're in for a refreshing night ahead. You can open up the windows, get a break from that heat and that humidity tonight. Upper 50s to low 60s. 60 degrees in Pittsburgh tonight, 58 in Washington, 59 in the Greensburg area. When you head out the door on Saturday, we're going to be taking a look at some fog. I'm going to show you fog tracker as well coming up at the 12:30 half hour. Mostly sunny sky will continue into the day Saturday with that clock animating. Not a whole lot going on tomorrow. Great for your outdoor plans. And then by Saturday night, a cold front comes in from the north. You'll see a few showers there at 11:30 p.m. Here's a couple of showers around, I'd say 1 to 3 a.m. Even a rumble of thunder is possible along the front. You can see how spotty it is, though, so many of us will be sleeping, seeing a little rain or some isolated thunderstorms. Here's 6:30 a.m. Sunday. Few lingering showers down across our southern communities, and then by Sunday afternoon could be seeing a couple of showers or rumbles of thunder once again develop, but mainly south of I-70 the way it looks right now. If you're doing a little golfing tomorrow, it looks fantastic. The morning is going to be refreshing, kind of crisp feeling with the low 60s, upper 60s by 9, 81 at 5 o'clock, or 81 at 1 o'clock, 85 at 5 o'clock, under a lot of sunshine tomorrow. 86 in Beaver, 86 in Washington, and 85 for you in Uniontown. So we'll actually rebound the temperatures pretty nicely in the afternoon, above average. 82 by Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday of next week, we see the temperatures climb and a few storms rolling in for Tuesday, and then kind of beyond that, Wednesday, Thursday, looking at the potential remnants from Barry impacting our local weather here. I'll have the latest on Tropical Storm Barry coming up in the next half hour. Joe?
Yeah. Thieves targeted cars in one neighborhood and even drove off with some of them. How one victim took matters into her own hands to get her car back. And a crime in a doctor's office. A little girl licked a tongue depressor, then put it back in the jar. The charge her mom is now facing.
7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Welcome back. Well, dozens of airline passengers were hurt after severe turbulence on an Air Canada flight from Vancouver to Australia when it hit the rough air. 35 people were hurt. 9 were taken to the hospital.
It just seemed that the plane just sank and then flew up. The lady in front of us, I don't think she had her seatbelt on. She hit the ceiling.
They must have dropped like 100 feet or something because everyone went up to the ceiling, like throughout the plane. It was pretty scary, yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. Several people were treated for cuts and bruises. The flight was diverted to Hawaii. Last week, we told you about a girl licking ice cream and putting it back on the store shelf. Well, now there's a new video going viral. Take a look at this. This video shows a girl licking a tongue depressor, then putting it back in the jar at the doctor's office in Florida. The girl's mother is actually recording this. She says right after the video was taken, she got rid of all the contaminated items. The mom, though, is not off the hook. She is facing tampering charges. A police officer in Bucks County hailed a hero after some quick thinking that may have saved a man's life. He spotted a pickup truck moving erratically, so he ran and caught up with the truck and managed to, as you see right here, hit the brakes on that truck. That officer and a firefighter then pulled the driver from the truck. Police say the driver had suffered a seizure behind the wheel. A tragic scene unfolds in a local town. Police found a man's body, and his dog was biting him. The reason they're not sure if his own dog attacked him. And AFM is back in the news. That's mysterious illness 6 people in our area were treated for last year. The reason federal health officials are putting out a new warning today.
A little yarn is going a long way at local hospitals. Volunteers turn ordinary yarn into extraordinary wigs for children battling cancer.
You're touching a child's life, or a mother for the first time is seeing her child smile. It's very touching.
Giving children a reason to smile makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shop.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
And Severe Weather Team 11 coverage now. We're getting a look at a rescue during yesterday's floods. Take a look at this picture here. It's from the Trib. It shows people being rescued by a swift water rescue team in Penn Borough. Officials told the Trib 9 people were rescued in the town. And O'Hara Township under a state of emergency still. Officials say yesterday's flooding caused a lot of damage throughout the township. The declaration allows the township to hire temporary workers to help with cleanup and repairs. But right now we are getting a nice break from the rain, dry and even less humid. Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Danielle Dozier has the forecast now and what we can expect down the road. Not too bad, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I was just looking down because we have some rainfall reports that were coming in. I mean, some of these rainfall totals from yesterday, guys, were incredible. We had 2 to 2.5 inches, some isolated locations picking up, it looks like, about 4 inches of rain. Right now, though, Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar, dry conditions, and we do look to stay dry for the rest of the day today, although you're going to notice some of those cumulus clouds passing across the region. I wanted to bring you your visible satellite, which is that instrument in outer space that takes pictures of our weather from above. You'll see those speckles showing up here in white. Those are those fair weather clouds that are moving across the area today. Still seeing some sunshine, still have dry air that is filtering in with a northwesterly wind. Taking a look at our 24-hour dew point change, this is how much our dew point numbers have gone down. 6 degrees in Pittsburgh from this time yesterday, 5-degree drop in Beaver, and a 5-degree drop in Butler. That means that drier air is settling in, and it feels way more comfortable outside to many of us. But there are some locations in our southern communities that are still a little humid. Don't worry, that will change. Here's our mowing forecast. We got to cut that grass after all of the rain. 79 degrees at 7 o'clock this evening, 77 at 8, 75 at 9 o'clock. We're going to have a mostly clear sky overnight tonight, but I am tracking some fog for your Saturday morning. I'll have that and that update on Tropical Storm Barry all still to come. Joe?
All right, Danielle. And Channel 11 has learned new information about a man's death in Fayette County. Police found Homer Utterback on the floor of his home and his dog biting him Wednesday night. Still not clear whether the victim died from a medical condition or the dog bites. Now, friends told us Utterback's dog, named Petey, was like a member of the family for 10 years.
It just wasn't that the dog just got me and just attacked. He went into a seizure. It was dark in the room, and the dog got frightened.
Well, police are waiting for autopsy results, but the dog is at a kennel and will eventually be put down, we're told.
I know it's just a Buick. It's my only car that I have.
Yeah, she says it was stolen right from outside her home, and she isn't the only one. About a dozen cars were broken into in Hampton Township, and Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca spoke with one of the victims who took matters into her own hands. She actually went out to look for her stolen car herself and found it on her own about 15 miles away.
You can't just come and take my things. I'm going to come find you.
And that's exactly what Charlotte Quinn did after someone stole her car and her husband's gun from his car. Hampton police tell Channel 11 several unlocked cars were broken into on Ash Drive and Hill Road. Quinn and another neighbor had their cars stolen.
My husband almost passed out. He's like, my gun is gone. This is serious. You know, they can go do whatever they want with my gun and your car.
That's when she started scouring neighborhoods throughout the city and spotted her car in Wilkinsburg.
As I'm approaching, coming around the bend, I see at least 4 to 5 kids getting out of my car. And one opened up the back seat and grabbed her bag out of the car like it was her car.
She called police and waited down the street until the group left. When she went back, she found her husband's gun case outside of the car.
I was so mad, flames were shooting out of my ears.
Hampton police tell Channel 11 they're in the process of collecting fingerprints.
I've lived here for 50 years and none of this has ever happened, ever. And hopefully it never happens again, because if it does, I'm going to go look for my car again.
That was Gabriella DeLuca reporting. She told us investigators said before the thieves took her neighbor's car, they took out the car seat and threw it on their driveway. Police say they're looking into if this could be connected to any other neighborhood robberies. We'll keep an eye on that. Well, Pittsburgh police need your help this noon finding a man wanted for the shooting in downtown Pittsburgh after the 4th of July fireworks. This is Cameron Caldwell on your screen here. Take a look. He's from the north side. Police say he's facing attempted homicide charges for shooting 2 teens in Katz Plaza between the Benedum Center and Heinz Hall. Police say he's dangerous and may have a weapon. And Pittsburgh police and the FBI are asking for help identifying a bank robber. They say this man robbed the Dollar Bank on Smithfield Street downtown on June 26. Police say he gave the teller a note demanding cash. No one was hurt. Another gun was found at Pittsburgh International. A Butler County woman was stopped on Wednesday when a loaded gun was found in her carry-on. TSA says there were 6 bullets in the gun, including one in the chamber. The gun was taken away and the woman was arrested. This is the 17th gun found at the airport this year. Braddock is looking to adopt home rule. The mayor says changing the form of government would give them a chance to improve financial stability. It would also let them add one more person to council, as well as a tax collector as a hired official, not an elected official. Now, the idea is to get the borough out of their financial problems without raising property taxes. Well, it's a virus that paralyzes children. AFM infected more than 200 people in 2018, including 6 in our area. This year, that number stands at 19 so far nationwide, and the CDC now has a new warning. A new AFM warning tonight from the CDC. Doctors say the illness in children that causes weakness or paralysis in the arms and legs, while extremely rare, now should require more vigilance when it comes to potential symptoms. Symptoms our children may not be aware of.
They may not complain of, because all of us who have kids know kids don't complain a lot, but the parents might notice that their child has trouble playing with toys or picking things up, trouble feeding themselves, or difficulty walking.
Dr. Williams says most people may already be aware of these symptoms, but the reason for today's warning is all about timing.
One of the reasons the CDC is trying to educate the public and healthcare providers about AFM is so that as soon as it's suspected, the appropriate tests can be sent for testing by the CDC.
And that means a possible cure down the road.
If we figure out that there's 1 or 2 viruses that cause most of it, a vaccine could be developed, just the way Jonas Salk invented the polio vaccine here at the University of Pittsburgh.
And Dr. Williams says it's so important to pinpoint these viruses early when the symptoms of AFM happen, because these viruses are often out of the child's system by the time they make their first doctor's visit. So that leaves researchers very little to work with when trying to develop a vaccine. Well, we hear about identity theft all the time, and it turns out thieves have their eyes on one group of people more than others. Who they're targeting most, straight ahead. And a man thought he would have some trouble finding a kidney donor for the 2nd time in his life. The reason he didn't have to go far to find a match.
Andy Williams Show every weekday at 11, right here on Channel 11.
An Iowa man is counting his blessings today. He found a kidney donor match for the second time in his life. As Ben Oldach tells us, he didn't have to search too far to find that match.
After being born with a rare disease, doctors believe Shane Blanchard shouldn't even be here right now.
I was born without abdominal muscles, so even when I was born, I had rare prognosis of surviving. They gave me till the age of 14 to live, and of course I beat that. And at 22, I had kidney failure because I had reconstruction on my urinary tract.
Blanchard was able to find a kidney donor.
Back then, being 22 years old, you know, I thought my life was over at that time, and of course my brother came in without hesitation and, you know, saved my life.
That was back in 1997. But within the last few months, the replacement kidney started to fail, and he was on the wait list again, until his best friend since middle school checked to see if he was a match.
My first initial thought was, well, I'll see if I'm a match. And honestly, I thought that'd be the farthest it went, you know. And I just kept, you know, everything kept working out. And it was really kind of amazing to me.
Brad Hendrickson is now scheduled to give Blanchard his kidney on July 31st.
I mean, knowing him, you know, he did fine for all those years, but then when he started going in failure and he was on dialysis, that's when it made it real to me. And it's like, there's nothing you can really do for somebody that's sick, you know, except for pray for a miracle, which can happen anytime. But to be able to be a match to help them live longer, that is pretty cool.
And Blanchard says he does not take that for granted.
Brad, I mean, you're one hell of a guy. There's nothing I can ever say. Thank you is never going to be enough. But seriously, man, I love you and thank you for this.
Story there. They still have one or two more steps before they can get the official green light, but medically, everything checks out. Thieves are trying to steal your identity every day. The one specific group of people getting targeted the most. That's next.
Beautiful evening in store for western Pennsylvania, but I've got some rain moving in for part of the weekend. We'll go over that, plus where you could be dealing with some fog.
You're streaming WPXI Now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Mondays at 9 and 9:30, right here on traffic, updated every 10 minutes on Channel 11 Morning News. This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Accurate details, experienced coverage, trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm moving into Greensburg.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight.
Welcome back. Avocado prices are up. Last week, the price for avocados from Mexico were 129% higher than this time last year, and that cost is getting passed on to shoppers. The average national price for one avocado is $2.10, almost double the same time last year. Now, the price increase is due to low supply. California's avocado season is coming to an end and was the smallest crop in more than a decade. Well, Channel 11 covers way too many stories about identity theft. Most people think senior citizens are most at risk, but our consumer advisor, Clark Howard, learned that's not the case.
College students, believe it or not, at more risk of identity theft than anybody else. The reason is when you first get to college, everywhere you turn, forms want your social security number. And you've got solicitations coming to you for new credit cards because credit card companies love having college students. And you're also in transition with more than one address. Be very careful with your personal information, especially when you get to school and you're signing up at a new doctor's office or anything like that. Any blank where they ask for your social security number, leave that blank, because medical information is the #1 way that people's identity is stolen. As for your social security number for forms at school, I always leave those forms blank for my children. Don't fill those things in unless somebody can give you a compelling reason why they need your social security number. And Wi-Fi, be very careful doing any financial transactions on Wi-Fi, even the school's Wi-Fi, because the risk to you is too great. I'm Clark Howard.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Well, hope you're having a great Friday. If you're not, hopefully this picture will make you have one, because this is a beautiful, beautiful sunset picture from last night coming in from Randy out in Belle Vernon, and you could just see the pink colors and the red colors in the sky. I even was out and saw a little purple, a little pink as well, kind of a cotton candy sunset. Randy sending this one in from West Virginia. You see that rainbow there? He was on the Ohio River down there, and a beautiful, beautiful sight. So thanks to all of you for sending in your pictures. Of course, a reminder, you can always tweet me or Facebook, and we'll get those on the air. Here's a look at the running forecast for this evening. Those people look super excited to be running, and they have good reason, because the humidity is a lot lower than it was yesterday. 79 degrees at 7 o'clock and 77 at 8. We'll go down to about 75 degrees at 9 with a mostly clear sky developing. Overnight tonight, look at that refreshing number, 60 degrees. Some areas will get down into the upper 50s into Saturday morning. We'll have calm winds, and then as temperatures cool close to those dew point temperatures, we'll be dealing with some areas of fog. Here's Fog Tracker as promised. 5:30 in the morning, you can see that gray, that white. The gray is less dense. The more dense fog shows up in white. You'll see a few pockets here around Allegheny County, Beaver County, and Armstrong County as well through 7 a.m. So if you're out and about early in the morning traveling, limited visibility is expected in spots, and otherwise it'll be mostly sunny sky for us. You see that clock animating, no rain expected for the day tomorrow. Get outside, enjoy it. If you need to cut the grass, if you want to go, I don't know, play outside, it's going to be fantastic. Got a little golfing outing. I know Joe likes to golf, so maybe you're doing that with him. Here's a look at midnight. We do have a cold front that's going to be sliding in, so midnight Sunday, a few showers or even a thunderstorm possible coming in from the north while we're sleeping. Here's a look at 3 a.m. Rumble of thunder can entirely be ruled out. A few lingering showers early Sunday morning, and then once again Sunday afternoon, a stray shower or storm mainly south of I-70. Tomorrow, soccer, doing a little soccer with the kids. 69 at 9 o'clock, 81 at 1, 85 at 5. Beautiful weather all across the board, getting into the mid-80s. Here is the update on Tropical Storm Barry. It is just south of the coastline of Louisiana with winds of 65 miles per hour. So it is a very strong tropical storm, forecast to become a Category 1 hurricane just as it's making landfall on Saturday. And then it's going to be moving up and weakening, of course, as they do when they make landfall. But the moisture kind of spreads toward the northeast, and there are signs that we're going to get in on some of that remnant moisture as we head into Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Of course, we're going to keep you updated, but really storm surge and heavy torrential feet of rainfall for those along the Louisiana coast. So if you have any friends and family there, you might want to check in on them. Here's our 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Get out and enjoy it. Looks pretty good overall. Joe.
And the Pirates getting ready to kick off the second half of the season. Why Josh Bell believes the Bucs offense can get even better.
News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Well, the Pirates kick off the second half of the season tonight in Chicago, and every game counts in the NL Central. First and last place are separated by only 4.5 games. There it is on your screen, putting the Bucs in the mix big time for their first division title since 1992. Josh Bell told us being 2.5 back of the Cubs is no fluke, and things could be even better if it weren't for bad luck.
But I think we'd be in first place if, none of our guys went on the DL. But at the same time, you got Reynolds coming up. You got, Melky, Newman coming up. Just new faces that are winning ball games for us. So everything for a reason. I think we're right where we want to be.
Everyone's chipping in now. Bell put up monster numbers in the first half, leading all of baseball in RBI and slugging percentage versus starting pitchers. But like he said, everyone is chipping in, mainly at the plate. Their approach is consistent, and it's paid off with a .271 batting average, an NL best. As for defense, Chris Archer gets game 1 at Wrigley Field tonight, followed by Jordan Lyles and Trevor Williams Sunday afternoon in this critical division series. Good luck to the Bucs. Well, gators are common in Florida, but we don't usually hear about them climbing stairs.
If you were to walk out here in the morning, I think the last thing you're expecting is an alligator.
Yeah, but that man saw the 5-foot gator camped out on the second floor of his apartment building in Naples. It took the trapper just a few minutes to wrangle the gator, but she put up a fight.
We find them everywhere. When I say everywhere, they're everywhere. They could be under a vehicle, they'd be in your garage.
That's some scary stuff. That trapper says he's been called at least 10 times to remove a gator from the second floor of a building so they can climb. Well, that's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5. Have a great day.
11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
This is Take 5, highlighting Western Pennsylvania's most innovative and successful businesses.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Take 5. I'm Joe Klimchak. Today's focus, the Free Care Fund at St. Barnabas, helping provide care and compassionate services to its patients in need. Joining me today, Shelley Samariva, Director of Development with St. Barnabas Charities. Hi, Shelley. Good to see you again.
Hi, Joe.
Charitable contributions are a key part of the mission of St. Barnabas, have been since your founding, and a key part, too, of a project like the Free Care Fund. Talk to us for a moment just about an overview of the Free Care Fund, please.
Sure. Thanks for having me today. Our mission at St. Barnabas is to provide for those in need, and that's where the Free Care Fund comes in. So we use that, we take care of our residents and our patients who live at St. Barnabas, and annually that can amount to more than $7 million in free care.
Wow.
And so